Hello and welcome to my Watch Gang 1 year in review video. If you have stumbled across my channel for the first time, thank you for joining us. If you have been here before, thank you for returning. Today I am going to go over my Watch Gang original subscription 1 year's worth of watches. I think I have them in the correct order. I'm going to just explain to you which watches I got, show you them, and let you know how I felt about the 1 year of watches subscription. So, very first watch I received, I started my subscription in May of 2017. Watch Gang at that point I think had been around for about 5 or 6 months, and I received this Elliott Havoc. And I'm trying to get the light on it. This is a fairly basic watch, leather band. I paid for my subscription too before I get started here. I paid 1 year in advance, so with shipping fees and such, it came out to about $420. So I just, in my mind, to me, that's about $35 a month. So as we're looking at these watches, just keep in mind that each watch averages a $35 cost per month, and I think their subscription is around the same now. It may have went up a few dollars, but it's very much similar to what it used to be. So my first watch is this Elliott Havoc watch, fairly basic. I think at the time I looked up, it retailed for $100. That was my first watch. Second month, I received this Pure Dial, which also has a leather band. I like this watch because it is something I don't think I'd ever buy myself at the store, but you know, with the square bezel. But I don't wear this watch super often. When I got my first watch, I wore it a lot, and I still wear it occasionally. This one I haven't worn much, but I do still like this watch. Third watch I got was this Simplify. Pretty basic watch, no date or anything. There was a metal band, and it also came with a leather band, and it also came with the tool to change the bands out. So that was pretty nice. Let's set this one back here. Fourth watch, and these are the ones I may have out of order, these first couple. This RG 512. I like this watch, another leather band watch. I do wear this one a lot. This is like my kind of sport watch, we'll call it. So I wear this one. It's actually gotten banged up once or twice because I have worn this one a lot since I've received it. My fifth watch was this William Greger. It has the date of the month, or day of the month and date. It has like a fuzzy leather band on it. I've also worn this one a decent bit. It's, you know, somewhat classy, so I do like wearing that one. Sixth watch was my favorite when I got it. This Lucien Piccard. It has a date. Very heavy watch. You can probably tell it's pretty heavy. It's sits up fairly high. Metal band. I did have to have a few links taken out of this band to get it to fit, and it actually still fits a little bit looser than I'd prefer. So I don't wear this one as much as I'd like to. I probably need to get one more link taken out of it for me to want to wear this one as much as I do some of my others. Seventh watch, this Onus. It has a date and a day of the week and a date on it. A little dusty, even from sitting in my case. This one also is a little large for my wrist. I need to have a link taken out of this as well. So I honestly have only worn this one a few times. I do like it. It's different. The face is really large on this. I think it's the largest faced watch I received. So that's that. Next one I probably wear, I'm going to say the most out of all of the watches I received. It was this NXX Diver. Has the date. The outside, you know, moves around. It's kind of hard to tell the color, but it is black with black, and then the dials do glow in the dark. This has a rubber band on it. Kind of same thing. I wear this one when I know I'm be doing more active things. But I do wear this one a lot. I wear that one probably at least once a week. Next one is this Morphic watch with a leather band. Has a date, blue numbers. I don't wear this one a whole lot, but I do like it. There's no reason to not wear it. I've learned to like the leather bands because obviously we don't have to get links taken out of them or adjust them as often. The next watch, if you look at some of my videos, one of my videos is about this watch, this Armand Bossy. I opened this up on YouTube, and then I wore it one night, and after 2 hours it stopped working. Watch Gang was very responsive when I emailed them and told them that it had stopped working. They had me take a picture of it, send it in, and they asked me if I wanted a battery for it. They said I could get a battery for it, and they pay for it, or if they would send me another watch. So I'm not going to go into all the details. That's in my one of my other YouTube videos, but this has a gold background. And so the watch they sent to replace that, which I've yet to get the battery replaced and see if that's the problem. They sent me an Elliott Havoc quarter century, it's called. Fairly big face on this. Kind of an interesting rubber band or leather band on this. I have actually not worn this watch yet. It's not that I don't like it. It is very different from the other ones I have. I just have so many watches now from getting one each month for the last year. So that's what they sent to replace it. My 11th watch was this Wohler. And this one also is too loose for my wrist. I tried taking a few links out of it the other day and was unsuccessful, so I need to go somewhere and get the links taken out of it because it is too large for my wrist currently. But I do like this. It has like a white marble looking background on it. And then my very last watch, kind of funny because if we look at the first watch I got and the last watch I got, they're somewhat similar. But the last watch I got is a Breed. It does not have a date on it. It actually is feels like a rubber band. Yeah, it's a leather. It's a leather a band on this one. Fairly basic watch. I think I've worn it once in the last month. But I do like it. There's nothing to not like about it. So those are the 12 watches I received during my subscription. I think MSRP wise, the watch that was probably worth the most may have been my Lucien Piccard, possibly. This NXX, I think both of these were over 200. I think this Wohler was around 200 or so as well. I think Watch Gang says that they're going to send watches worth between 50 and 150, and most of the months it seemed like that was the MSRP on the watches that they sent. I know that some people, complain that, oh, this watch feels cheap. I had nothing but good news with all of them except for the one that broke the second day I had it, and they did replace that. Just to show you guys, I before I started my subscription, I started this whole journey only owning one watch, and it was this Citizen Echo Drive that I've had for a long while, and obviously smaller face on there. I do like this watch, but now that I've started did the subscription, I now have a much larger selection to choose from. Now, one of the other perks of joining the Watch Gang subscription is you can join the Watch Gang Facebook exchange group. And the nice thing about that is if you receive a watch in a month and you don't like it, you can go on there, take a picture of it. And a lot of times people are willing to trade you the other regular sub watches for that month. Some people will sell it for $30 to $50 or so. I've seen people asking that for their watches. And then you can also have an opportunity to possibly purchase or trade for other watches that people either have owned or have gotten through the subscription. So I think it was back in March or April. The next tier up, the black tier, which is $100 a month, they had sent out of order watches, which a lot of people like this brand, and I had been for a while looking for one. So this watch in particular, I went out there when these got sent out as a black subscription. And you figure people paid $100 a month plus whatever shipping was, so about $110 a month. And these watches retail for about $450. So I went out there. I had been wanting one of these watches. Their kind of claim to fame is that it's, damaged in Italy, it says on here, and the outside ring looks like it's worn, and the I don't know if you guys can see this, but the bezel around the sides is kind of like, it has like a worn-in look to it. So went out there, I purchased this blue one for I think $170 or so. So whoever did receive this watch, if they didn't like it, they actually made some money on their subscription that month. And I also purchased an orange one that was identical to this, had an orange band, but in the background and face of it were all orange. When I received them both in the mail, I liked the blue one more, so I actually took my orange one and put it up on the marketplace. And for the orange one, I was able to trade for 3 watches. So a gentleman on there was looking for an out of order, and he offered these 3 watches all to trade. So he offered this Heritor, I think is how you pronounce it. This is an automatic, so you actually have to wind it, or as you wear it, it winds itself. This one I actually wear a lot. He won this on the Watch Gang wheel. So Watch Gang does have a wheel you can spin online for a certain amount of points, and there's different tiers that you can purchase spin for. So he did win this, I think, off of tier 2 on the wheel, and I do wear this one a lot. Keep in mind, I got all 3 of these for one watch that I paid $170 or so for. I think this one retails for over $200. Second was this Elliott Havoc that was one of the, I think it was a black tier watch in one of the months, so this was one of the $100 tier watches. Blue background. This isn't the leather band that came with it. He did send that as well. So I got this as part of the trade as well. That's a watch that a lot of people have looked for on the Facebook group. And then I got this So & Co watch, which is, it's a cheaper watch. They do some Groupons for these every once in a while for like $20 or $30. This was, I think, a regular subscription watch one month when I got a different watch. Some people got these. This one, as you can see, actually still has the plastic on it. I haven't worn this one yet. Kind of the same deal. I think this one's a little too large for my wrist, so I don't wear that one as often. So overall experience, we'll wrap this video up, is for, we'll say, $420 for the year, $35 a month. I'm happy with the watches I received. I have a nice variety. I'll show you guys again here real quick. So, I have a nice variety of watches that I can wear for many different occasions, moods that I'm feeling, or whatever I may be partaking in that day. I did cancel my subscription, and it's not any knock on Watch Gang. I just now have 13 watches from the subscription because I got the one to replace the one. I have 4 watches from the Facebook group, and then I have my one original watch that I started with. So I canceled, and it was very easy to cancel. They actually had charged me for the next year, but they refunded me very easily, no problem. And I think for now I'm going to wear what I have, still keep an eye on the Facebook group, and then possibly maybe once or twice a year I may join for either the black or the I think it's the platinum tiers above that. I may join and do a higher tier once or twice a year to get a more quality or a more expensive watch. So thank you everyone for joining and watching my video. Won't be having monthly uploads anymore of Watch Gang subscriptions as my subscription has ended, but feel free to check out my other videos. I will be uploading some other videos throughout the year as I try to grow my YouTube channel. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button and hit subscribe below, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you.